Hello everybody, welcome back to part 5 of Penumbra Overture. I'm ready to go. So we transitioned to a new area. I think we we fell from up there down here. So now we're in this location. So we're just gonna move ahead, look around. Tell which side was the hinged part and what wasn't. So yeah, I think I said in the last video, these can be used to trap those dogs in. You can throw your beef jerky in there, get them to go in, and then shut the door behind them if you're quick. Drag this out. And yeah, like shut it like you would do this. You would shut it, and then if you were able to, you would drag this and put it in front, and that would be enough to keep them in there and they wouldn't be able to get out. So it's kind of good to preemptively set these up so that you can kind of make that happen. If you need to drag a dog back here for some reason. The noises down here are so alien compared to the way sound travels on the surface. That rock fall almost sounded organic. Couldn't catch the last bit. If you go back and pause the video, you can see it. What he said. Okay. Would definitely say that it's hammer time or pickaxe time. There'd have to be some kind of backup system for the electricity. I think this might be part of it. Yeah, we upgraded from the hammer to this pickaxe. So, what is this? It's propane gas canister, highly pressurized. Probably don't want to whack that. It's funny how some of these boxes are just unbreakable. So can we open this? No. So we're just going to go into the power room, I guess. Ah, here we are. I know where we are now. The walls of this hole aren't as uniform as the rest of the shafts, but why dig it out by hand? Who knows? Generator spare parts. Batteries. Okay. There's a battery symbol on the side, but it's welded shut. If they had some kind of machine for opening these, it's not here anymore. Save, some notes, and some batteries, which we've been kind of hoarding the batteries because we've been using the glow stick. So that put us at 100, 99%, or 1% from maxed. What a waste. That was a waste. We only gained 1% of battery power for that whole battery we just picked up. Getting a drink, sorry. I think once your battery meter is at 100, any batteries you pick up become a physical item in your inventory. Then you can control when you use it or not. But so what is this? Thank God it's the generator manual. Okay. Steelberg generator type C-G. Congratulations on your purchase from the Type 7 product line. We are certain that you will be pleased with your new petrol-driven electrical backup system. Below are highlighted just a few of the added and improved features of the G7 model. To avoid personal wear and tear, The wind-up startup motor has been replaced with a battery-driven unit. Grease in the industrial workplace can be accident-inducing. Insurance nightmare, so enjoy the new increased grease control system. Electrical insulation can be expensive to install and maintain, so the economical 7G basic model arrives without. Electrical insulation, I think you would want that. And much, much more. Quick start guide. Ensure the area surrounding the 7G is clear of equipment and personnel in case of overheating. Connect and confirm secondary flow by turning appropriate valve. Turn on cooling system to avoid overheating. Release excess steam until pressure is within safe limits. Begin grease flow, ensuring leakage is minimal. Turn main valve and confirm primary flow. Pull main operation lever. Check energy output. Your unit should now be fully functional. So these are the 8 steps into getting the generator working. We got nothing in the to-do. I'm going to do a hard save. And feels as if I'm leaving my body for just a moment, but not just hovering around. It's like I go someplace. What are these things? Well, they're alien artifacts. I'm going to do a quick save. So, this is the machine that the mod I talked about in my mods video fixes. Basically, yeah, you have number 1, primary. Could be the letter 1. So by normal, the game does not say primary under here. It just gives you this Roman numeral 1. And then you got a valve associated with it. The next one is this, which says secondary. The symbol's worn out, but I should be able to work out what all this does. So, you know, it could be a 2. It's most likely a 2, since that's a 1. And then you have... These look like industrial fuses. Well, every good horror game has a fuse panel that needs a fuse fixed. And then this one, a symbol for water, question mark. So, cooling with another valve. Grease, could be hydraulics. At any rate, it's some sort of fluid control. So it indicates grease. Pressure. I'm definitely at a loss on this one. So... yeah, it's up to you if you want to use this mod. I just go ahead and use it because why not? You'll just get the symbols by default. You won't have any words underneath without the mod. So then what they want you to do is they want you to go back into that note in the manual, the generator manual, and you go back to the steps. And so this is just to ensure there's nothing around. Connect and confirm secondary flow by turning appropriate valve. So secondary would be this one. So you would have to deduce more out of the notes and keep coming back and forth to it to determine that you're doing the right thing. Whereas looking at it here, you can just say, you know, secondary flow, cooling system, excess steam, and then you can come out and say, okay, that's the first thing. Here's the cooling, and here's the excess pressure for steam. So we're going to get to that, but I just wanted to explain to you what the mod does and doesn't do, or what the game doesn't tell you if you don't use the mod. What is this? I wonder how many accidents they had before this was put up. I shudder to think. So we're just looking around right now. Some kind of protective screen, maybe. I wonder what it protected them from. So you got random hoses here. Leading, obviously somewhere. Battery. The starter motors on these old generators ran on batteries, like this one. That should be here, but it isn't. Which it's in here. And they said it's welded shut, so we're going to get to that. This game actually has proper puzzles and inventory usage to some extent, so. This thing's huge. It must be about 3.5 megawatts, but it's pretty old. Certainly enough to light a few bulbs, though. And then we got this thingy. A lever. A less disciplined man than myself might be tempted to pull it just to find out what it does. Well, we can pull it. They're blind and experimenting. I've jotted down a note. Blind and experimentation never achieves anything. Sometimes it does. But you might die or get hurt doing it. So he made a note. So now we have a to-do list. The main generator room 1 without power, or without its starter motor being powered. So, yeah. Nothing else to do. What is this? Same thing. Can kind of move it yourself, but it doesn't really do anything good. Nothing hidden back here. Alright. So, the first thing we need to do is we need to quick save. And then the second thing we need to do is we need to bust this open so we can get the battery to start solving this puzzle so that we can, in the end, get the generator running. So what we need to do is bust out our weapon here and get rid of some of this barrier. Like so. Might as well just bust it all down. Clutch. I don't think you can pick it up, can you? Oh, you can. So if we creep up here, I still can't see the bottom, but yeah, you don't want to fall down there. So, but now with the barrier gone, we can do our little push maneuver and knock it down there. Kaboom. And then luckily there's a ladder to climb. Get this stuff out of the way so it doesn't mess me up, cause me to die somehow. So ladder symbol just automatically mounts you, and then you press down. You can look while you're moving, but you just press down or up. You can even turn, like, not completely around, but okay. And then there's creepy voices. No idea what they're saying. So here's our battery. A spare battery. So now we got that. I'm gonna move some of these things around. So I kind of put things that never really go away down here. We still have the Zippo. And then things that are kind of like consumables. Things that have a finite amount I put on the next row, and then kind of shift the other things over. It's just being OCD. I'm sure you can all relate. Playing video games, you get OCD with this stuff. Right, back out. Yeah, I wish I knew what those whispering voices are saying, but it might be something as simple as whatever they are saying is just reversed. So I could test and like record it and then take it into Audacity and reverse it and see if it's actually in any proper English. Alright, quick save. Now we have a battery. So we go in here and plop that in. Double click. And then, like I said, when things are red, like when it turns red like that, it means you're too far from it. So just make sure that it kind of brightens up. And then you're in the hot spot to connect it. Okay, battery in, startup function, motor functional, we should be set. But you're not set. Try to spark it up again. This generator's age, it's a wonder it sparks at all. There's probably just a power surge. Yeah. Couldn't read all of it. A lot of the text goes away really quick. So I'm not a quick reader. But we got a new note now. Something's gone wrong with the starter motor. Need to get that fixed. Okay. Oh, okay, that's what we did. So, I don't know if you remember, but a minute ago when we were looking at this, this fuse was in here. Now it's blown out. It's a pretty big fuse, but it's still broken. So, yeah. Now we have to get a new fuse before we can even get to solving this puzzle. Which means we're done in here for the moment. When we find another fuse like this one, then we'll come back. Go ahead and save again. And I just am in a habit of hard saving like that and then quick saving. Doing my quick save keybind. Alright. So, back out. Right. And I'm gonna get out my weapon because who knows what we'll run into. I'm familiar with these games in this series. I've played them through maybe 2 or 3 times over. But it's been a while since I've played through the series. I didn't play through it again recently before I started playing it on the channel. But I've got a pretty good memory when it comes to these games. So, yeah. Got a doggy around somewhere. Afraid to do the light source. I'm gonna go this way because I think the noise came from over there. Doesn't serve much purpose these days. Scaffolding, I guess. And since the music died down, I'm assuming that he's not aggroed to me. It's a propane canister. Just continuing on. Listening. There's another door. So we have to put our weapon away, then we can open it. Is there a sign out here? There's a sign on that power generator room, but not out here. Always close the doors behind you, if you can. It's an odd color, for whatever that is. I think I just said aggro. Some people may not know what that means. It's just a term meaning aggression or alerting, making an enemy in a game aggressive. So if you're in their aggro range, then it means like you're in their aggressive range for where they might see you or hear you and become aggressive. So that's what aggro means. I don't know what people know or don't know that are watching my videos, so it may sound like common knowledge or something stupid to say, but some people don't know what things mean. Alright, so looking around, I'm not sure this broom saw much active duty. And yeah, we can take this broom. And I think it's a weapon. Yeah, it is. I mean, are arguably it does have really good reach. I will give it that. I bet you it doesn't do a lot of damage, but this might actually be good on a dock, now that I'm looking at how much reach it has. I'm gonna keep it equipped for the moment, and because we'll probably have to test it at some point. I don't think I've ever used it as an active weapon before, but the reach of it might be nice. Push these boxes. Yeah, well. So, yeah. Cool. Alright, fuse. Well, what do you know? It says 50 amp fuses, but the box is empty. Still, the contents can't be far away. I don't know how you know they're empty. You didn't open it. So just boxes. Plop. What do we got here? Some kind of emergency procedures leaflet. What sort of emergencies were they expecting? Emergency procedures. In the event of an emergency, all mine workers are asked to follow the standard emergency procedure detailed in the leaflet provided. Rescue services will already be on their way, and so under no circumstances should employees attempt to aid colleagues themselves or contact the emergency services. This code sheet is provided for use in the extremely unlikely event that you are trapped in the mine with no way in, which to signal or otherwise contact emergency crews. In this scenario, you should ensure the stability of the surrounding environment by gently tapping and feeling the rock. Once you feel certain that there is no risk of rock slide, check to see if you have any form of communications device at hand and attempt to send a distress signal using this code sheet. Should such a device be unavailable or damaged, begin firmly tapping out a message on the wall of the cave. Rescue crews will hear you and arrive promptly to dig you out. So, Morse code, which arguably I'm not very good at or knowledgeable about. Part in this game this happens, I'm probably going to have to edit, because I'll probably have to stop and figure it out. It's a little complicated. We'll see. But this is the code for the words and for the numbers. So we will definitely need that. Behind everything, because like this, flare. And then there's some beef jerky up here, 2 of them. You never know what is up and above you. That's the reason these crates are here, is so that you will jump on them and look up above the shelves. So there's nothing on top of this one, but as you can see, a standard 5.5 volt fuse. Our fuse is up here, but you can you can maybe jump and grab it, but what they wanted you to do is they wanted you to use these boxes to achieve the height you need to get up there. You could even use one of these little ones to... Amnesia: The Dark Descent has a lot of, I don't know what you call it, box tower building, where you have to use things in the environment like this to get you higher up to get something. I do see batteries here that I didn't pick up. So extra batteries. Let's see if those go on my inventory. No, they didn't. So that would technically mean those just got used for no purpose. I mean, they give you a fair amount of batteries, and I don't use and I don't recommend using the flashlight that much, unless you have to. I would save it for areas or places in the game where you need it. You can get by with the glow stick in most cases. The glow stick and the flashlight is in every game, every Penumbra game. So, but I guess note to yourself, if your batteries are full, don't pick up any, but then you have to remember where you left them, where they are. So there's that too. I still can't quite get it. Let's see, I can make it a little taller. I'm just trying to do it properly. There we go. Boom. Fuse. Alright. So kind of like notebook, light sources, weapons, consumables, health, flares, stuff to distract dogs, and then items or puzzle solving things. That's kind of how I'm sorting. Yeah. And I generally just mess with one keybind for a shortcut to a weapon. I just keep the best weapon equipped that I have access to. I don't really mess with all those other keybinds, but you can. Alright, I'm quick saving. Boom. Get our weapon back out. And, well, you could do that. I was about to say I'm going to have to put it away to open the door, but you can kind of... I'm making it harder on myself here. But yeah, when you come into rooms in Penumbra and all frictional games, it's a good idea to always shut the door, and if you can, using anything that you can, barricade it, because something can come through and bust through the doors. I think the dogs can even come through these doors and mess with you. So there's nothing else to get in here. Yeah, so that's just a word of advice from experience with Penumbra and with frictional games. Okay, I don't know where to go right now, so we're just going to keep following. Stay crouched. So you can use your stealth to kind of illuminate your area without having a flashlight or anything out. Because this does not draw attention to you. Having your light sources out does. This loops around, I think. Looks like it. Let's go over here. There's another door. So once again, prep these things. Open them. Just enough that the dog can get in if you have to throw something in there. I guess you could preemptively... How many beef jerky do we have? I always do that. I always press the notebook keybind when I mean to use inventory, or the other way around. We've got 5. So I'm actually going to use one just to test. And I'll remember it's back here. So we're going to go into inventory and we're going to equip one of these. And then we are going to... Like when you hold the left mouse button, he slowly raises it. And I guess if you wait until it's raised completely, he'll throw it the farthest. So I'm going to throw it. What if you pick it back up? I wonder if you can pick it back up. No. Well, you can, but you can't pick it up to put it back in your inventory. So I'm going to lay it right here, not all the way in the back, but close enough. Door's open enough for a dog to get attracted to it and get in there, and then push this close so that I can use this and push it to barricade it. That's the plan anyway. In case I need to utilize that to trap a dog. Could also put this here, so this could be a safe spot, maybe. Try to make it so maybe they can't get through. At least then I could come and jump over it, or jump on it, jump up here maybe. If it'll let you. I don't think you can because the ceiling is so low. No, but maybe you can get through here and he can't. Probably not. I'd probably have to use both boxes, but I want that other one set up for barricade. So, Alright, we're entering a new area, new room here. Time's up on the timer here for this video for our 30 minutes, so I'm going to cut it here. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.